everybody. We're back again with another episode of the Cross It Out Show. And as you already know, my name is Yaa Bitha, your host. Remember, our mission with Cross It Out is to educate and empower the next generation of young women and men about breast cancer, cervical cancer. When you think cancer, everything about cancer. We want to increase the awareness about cancer. We want to educate them about the health risks and their holistic well-being. Together, we're crossing out the risks, the fears, and we are eliminating the stigmas surrounding breast cancer and other life-threatening diseases. So join us in crossing out the risk while we foster resilience and shape a healthier future for our youth. So far, we've made stops in various high schools across the country, and we've reached over 600,000 young women from the Ashanti region to the Eastern region to the Western region, Greater Accra region. And like I always tell you, in all of our episodes, we're going to take you on the journey, recapping our time spent with these young women and men of the future. In today's episode, we are taking you to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Yes, I know that we're talking about senior high schools, but now we're mentioning the university. Let me tell you why. So we got the opportunity to go to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and educate. We don't want our education to just be about high schoolers. We want to involve everybody, young men and women, young boys, young girls. Everybody is supposed to be a part of it. Remember, the Cross It Out show is proudly brought to you by Jamal. We say a big thank you to YFM, McPhillips Foods, and High School Click. Now let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Like I said before, we took our break. The tour has made stops in various high schools: Ebri Girls Senior High School, Kobo Girls Senior High School, St. Mary Senior High School, Kobo Girl, Ola Girls Senior High School, Ebenezer Senior High School, Kwabenya Senior High School, Nungwa Senior High School. Well, today we're going to talk about the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and what happened there. Don't be surprised at all because, like I said, no youngster is going to be left out of this campaign. We're creating the awareness and we're crossing out the fear, stigma, and the disease itself. So this tour took a stop at the Town of Gold, like they call it, the Town of Gold, the Ashanti region, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And let me ask you this. Did you know that breast cancer is the most leading cancer in women worldwide? Well, you didn't know, I'm telling you now. And these young men and women were educated by Dr. Harden Kwashi, and the engagement was very astute. Let's take a look at this.
For breast cancer, you are going to feel something very, very hard. It's almost like a stone, right? Yes, the ladies know that that is very different from when you are having your menstrual cycle. Your breast feels, they will say lumpy, bumpy. It feels like lumps and bumps. No, that's not what you're talking about. This is outside of your period. You just feel like, I have a lump somewhere. It's a hard lump. Okay. Maybe it's small, maybe it grows over time, but typically to start with a lump. So that's why it's very important to start screening early. Okay. What you can do on your part is the self-breast exam. Either you learn to do it at home or you have a healthcare professional do it for you. You can come around, I think, Students Clinic, Tech Hospital. Maybe you can have it done by a registered medical practitioner, maybe once or twice a year. But you are in the best position to tell if there have been changes in your breast. Do you get it? So let's say you do it every month, typically maybe 4 or 5 days after your cycle, so it's not lumpy, bumpy. You do the breast exam yourself. You wake up one morning, once a month, you do it. Even if it's on and off, at least if you remember to do it. This year you did it twice, last year 3 times. The minute you do the exam, you get to know how your breasts feel. And this is also for the gentlemen as well, okay? Sometimes the gentleman may notice that one breast is just becoming larger than the other, or you feel like there's a lump there. Just because you are men doesn't mean that you are free from breast cancer, okay? So you do the breast exam, and then you notice a lump there. It's not only the lump. If you catch it early, it is a simple lump. All you have to do is come to the hospital, run a few tests. Maybe you can take the whole thing out, you undergo some other treatments, and you'll be fine. That's where we want to catch breast cancer very early. I don't know if any of you have seen pictures, but it can advance so much that it looks like a sore on somebody's breast, like an open hole. At that point when you come, we have very few treatment options for you. I'm talking about a disease that has eaten most of the breast. It has gone to the spine, it has gone into your chest. So the people can't even breathe, you have back pain. If that's the time we detect that you have breast cancer, there's very little we can do for you. Okay? There are different types of cancers. I won't bore you with all the specific medical details. What I want to leave you with is first and foremost screening. Do it for your friends. Also, one of the risk factors for breast cancer is a family history. Another thing I want to talk about is the use of hormone replacement pills. Okay, they can act as a risk factor. I know that typically you will not find a lot of people here on hormonal replacement therapy. That's usually reserved. But I think we all know that sometimes we are using it for one reason or the other. Okay, which is fine. If you have a legitimate medical reason for using it, fine. But if you are using it for other things, it carries an added risk of breast cancer as well. It's not a death sentence when you have breast cancer. It's not something to go and hide somewhere and then do treatments for. Okay, I'm sure we all know people who have done herbal treatments. Okay, but I'm telling you that their orthodox medicine has gone far enough that we can really do something about breast cancer. It's not a death sentence. So when you notice any of those things and you come to the hospital, we are just going to sit down, talk to you a bit. We'll re-examine your breasts, and we'll do some scans, take some samples. We'll take you through the whole thing, and if there's anything, we'll let you know. There are different treatment options. I think the most popular question I get is that if I have breast cancer, they will cut off my breasts. It's not entirely true, but there are different kinds of surgeries. If at the point you come, it is a small lump, just like a 50 pesos coin, you can just take that lump out plus some of the surrounding skin and to be fine. If you come to the hospital and the entire breast is a sore, there is nothing left to save, you get. It becomes a question of your breast or your life. Even for the ones where we take a significant portion of tissue, we now have very good plastic surgeons. People are doing BBLs all over the world. You've seen the results, you're on social media. If they can do the BBL to make you look like, I don't know, Megan Thee Stallion, why won't we be able to do the same thing for breasts?
Now, that was quite insightful, but I think the point that I loved was when he said, we've all seen how people do BBLs. If they can change you to Megan Thee Stallion, why can't we save your boob? You can save your boob. Don't be afraid. Make sure to report to the hospital the moment you realize there's something off going on around your chest area. Now, that was quite insightful, and I have with me in the studio marketing executive and team lead for this very project, my very own, my colleague, my fighting partner, Julius Schandorf.
Yeah.
But why is it that when I said fighting partner, you make your mouth some way?
No, that's the confirmation.
It means that yes, we are fighting partner. But Julius,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
It has been quite a time. We've been moving from senior high school to senior high school.
Across Ghana, actually.
You understand? I know, and he's been doing so much work than even me. Because at the end of the day, my own is to just come on the day of the thing. But we see that you're going from region to region. Sometimes I come into the office and I can't see you. And I'm told you're going to fight for another high school where we can preach the word.
Yeah.
The procedure, the experience, how has it been like for you?
It's been a tough one. It's been a tough one for a very funny reason, because the roots in Ghana are bad, actually. But it's also educative. It's insightful.
Yeah.
And it's quite intriguing as well because, you know, when I go to most of these high schools, before I go there with a team to preach the good news to them, you realize that the school authorities are actually very happy with the initiative. And sometimes they even wish we could do more. And when I say more, you know, now the numbers in the school is huge. And they wish we could get a team to even do screening and all, because they feel like the students need it, and even the female teachers, the teachers as well, they also feel like they need it and all. It is nice to have a team that is saying that we are going around schools and campuses to educate them about breast cancer or other cancers, or educate them about even mental health and stuff like that, which is all that the Cross It Out initiative is about, coming around all year long and not waiting till October.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's actually, it's quite a nice journey, I must say.
Is this something that you've done? Is this a project you've handled before? This was like your first time, and then now you've gotten accustomed to it?
That's a very good question. You know, when you introduced me, you said marketing executive.
Yes.
And I mean, all I was doing was marketing. I'll think of the plan, and not even Cross It Out related, but yeah, think of marketing plans. How can we help this thing, or the vision of maybe the company move on, or this business move on, and all. How I came on Cross It Out was even funny. I was like, how far with this particular school? We were chasing for months, and everybody was like, oh, they are dragging their feet, they are this, they are that. So, you know what, give me a letter and let me
And
go
then
there.
the marketer came to our rescue.
And I said, okay, you know what, give me a letter, let me go there. And the day I went there, I said, oh, if the headmaster said, well, let me just go and see him. Let me say hi. So then I went, I spoke to the headmaster, and I was like, oh, okay, this is good, you know. Talk to the assistant head, domestic also, and see whether I can get a date. And I was like, when I went, she was giving me all the options and all the trials and tribulations.
But you said, no, I am the bosses of our time.
As she was saying all this, I was like, so you're saying that there's no time at all? This was like, we can come any day.
Hey, you fail. We'll come any day.
I said, Monday we can come. Saturday we can come. Just
Sunday we'll come.
They were like, oh, if that's the case, we'll see what we can do. The teachers have this training, so for a short time they are out of class, so maybe you can have the students then. I was like, that's perfect for us.
That's perfect.
We'll do it. And
we don't even need so much time.
Yeah. And this date that was given was in February. And that was actually the first school we did out of the October space and all. And that was even 14th February. And I'm sure that day some of my team members were.
And I'm so sad. I'm actually really sad about that day because I was unable to go.
Oh,
and I heard some story. I heard my producer even fainted. You know, my producer went to faint at KNUST.
Oh, the KNUST one, yeah, Charlie. That one, the pressure. No, I think the KNUST one. You see, the Kumasi road at Kasa is no good. We had to leave very early. And then we got there, and you know the time we're given. So this is the thing about doing the university. You know, the university, it's not like secondary school that everything is monitored and structured, and you call all the students to, nice, time for all of you to go to assembly hall. This one, the students had to come on their own. Even though the advertisement has been done, the word has been sent out and all, the students had to come on their own. And
which is so hard,
Charlie,
because we've all been in university before. Like sometimes when there are events, you want to
the
go
one that your lecturer is saying I come for cry, unless the lecturer says I tempted, is massively assured. You know?
So I understand.
So I think we had to wait for about 1 hour 30 minutes to get the room to a particular number for us to start. And people ask that, so far, how do you find tech compared to the other schools? And I tell them that, tech has been one of the best. And people will be like, but the hall wasn't full. And it's not about the hall being full. It's about the engagement.
Also, one of the things that actually hurts me about tech was the fact that Tracy was there. Tracy Success. Like, do you guys know the way I love Sarkodie? And then his wife was there, and I wasn't there.
And you weren't there.
And I wasn't there.
But you missed, you know?
I missed, because I saw that you guys were even playing some Sarkodie song, and she wasn't even boogieing the way, oh my God.
The way you would have.
I could have given her some small. I would have been assistant to Tracy Success. And it was nice to see that you had Tracy. Was that fundamental in the program that day, that Tracy showed up?
Yeah, because it was. Given the fact that this is something that she also likes to do on the humanitarian side, like reach out to young people, speak to them even the breast cancer, speak to them about the awareness and everything. It was actually intentional to have her on board, especially on the Kumasi tour, and it was a very happy, insightful, educative time that we had with her. And I mean, the Kumasi people vibed. What I liked most was the fact that the guys contributed. The guys had questions to ask.
Amazing.
Like, that is why I say it's one of the best that we've been on, because you don't meet a full hall, but we've met people that are asking questions.
That are
met people
willing
that
to,
are actually, like, and the fact that we even had a male doctor for that particular.
Yes.
I'm sure the ladies would have been expecting some
a lady doctor, nurse to show up that day.
But we had a male doctor giving them like very plain, detailed education about breast cancer, about the breast. And I'm sure that's even what pushed the guys to also ask questions, because we realized that either they were asking for the family or their partners and stuff like that. They made it very nice.
They made it very nice. That's amazing. Now, guys, on this particular day at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, one of our aims was not only to educate people about breast cancer, but also to uplift and motivate them. Here's an inspiring message from our team.
If you haven't asked yourself before, or if you've ever asked yourself, what were some of the answers you gave to yourself? Who do you say you are? And who do you want to be known as? There are two different things we speak about here. My name is Nana Alexis Akosua Obeniwa Opokuajiman. I'm a brand consultant, I'm a life coach, and I help young people rethink the future that they want to have. I'm speaking about awareness, engagement, and sales conversion. These are the key three things I use in brand consultation. For anybody to resonate with you as a person, they first have to have an identity for you. That is your name. But for you to actually respond to the name means you accept the name and you are comfortable with the name. So your mother, father called you a certain name from infancy, and because you felt, or in your childish state, that was the only way you could respond to them. You embraced it, and from that time till date, just for a few people who have gone ahead to change their names, I think majority of us have embraced it, and now we can hit our chest and say, oh, I'm an Opokuajiman. So if you're talking about Opokuajimans, I am there. If I'm talking about Asiedu, I'm there. If I'm talking about XBC, I am there. And so awareness is essential. What you identify as. So what is that one key thing that you are ready to take a stand for, regardless of what people think or say? That is one thing I want you to write down within your awareness. And these are not questions I'll answer for myself, but for you. What is that one thing you're willing to take a stand for, regardless of what people think or say? Ideally, we are looking at your worth as a person. So if you know who you are, you respond by a certain name, you know where you are going. Regardless of someone saying, let's go smoke weed, you say, I wouldn't go. This is actually the conversation people don't want to have. But that is the conversation we need here. Because when you get out there have been an instance where young boys in the mission house I lived in for about 3 years, I was on a project, so I lived with them. And the boys could come to me and show me their scrotum, their balls. Send me a share. Why did you think they had that engagement? It's because I was that open. I would mention it as it is. I want you to do the same to yourself and tell yourself the truth. It's no for no me. A gradual process. Obeko in circles. Obeko abotre kakra kakra. Obefa mboko. And just like she said, you press it against your skin, so that if there's any foreign agents there, it is easier for you to figure it out, so you don't misinterpret the two things. The other thing I want you to normalize now, thank you very much, sir, is engaging yourself with your health. We say love yourself. You hear them, they say, oh, self-love. And you hear the word and it passes through. By engaging yourself, the key thing is that you first have to appreciate you for you. I knew my direction. And my conversation from then till now, it's been one thing. Know who you are, embrace yourself. Nobody can tell you who you are unless you tell yourself who you are. So I am Nana, the confident young woman. I am Nana, the conversationalist. That's what I am known for on social media because I talk with people for a living. So I have assumed that role of a conversationalist. Whatever you want to be known and seen as, you have to assume the role. Cancer is real. Cancer is no joke. It is real, and I want you to sell off what you have learned about cancer. I want you to sell off what you know as your person, so that people can buy you at the exact price that you are being sold for.
This is fun. It's always good when it's intimate. We can engage with one another. I came bearing gifts for my ladies. Everybody knows I do Brave, and one of the things that is really dear to my heart for our young ladies is sexual reproductive health and menstrual hygiene. And there's a little card in there as well for you. Just know that as a sister to a sister, I know how sometimes things can be hard when you're in school. One of the mistakes as young people always do is that we are waiting for somebody to come and hand us something. But the world is not that easy. Maybe you come from a rich family and your father owns businesses, and then you can expect someone to give you something. But why would, let's say, I have $1 million to give away? Why do you think I would give you money to start a business when you haven't even started a business before and failed at it? If you believe you're the best person to do what you're doing, nobody can tell you otherwise. Nobody. Because you know what you're about, as Nana said. You know what you're about. You know where your goal is, your end goal is. So don't let someone tell you or discourage you to not do something. They don't know what you have in you. They don't know what you are capable of, your capabilities. They don't know it. So don't let people discourage you into doing what you feel you're supposed to do. Don't let social media sell you a lifestyle. My husband always says, in life, you have to go through the process. Going through the process is waking up, going to school, getting menial jobs, jobs that you feel like they are beneath you. I've been a waiter before. I've worked in customer service. I've worked as a telephonist. I've worked as a secretary. I've done all of that. All those skills has piled up. These are my capabilities. And I can tell you right now, I'm probably one of the most resourceful people you ever meet. If you tell me you need this, I know how to get it. I can find the source for you. Everybody has a purpose in this world that you came into. And it's up to you to find it. It's up to you to pray, ask God, God, show me the way. Show me my purpose on this earth. What did I come to do? It can be things like writing some of the things that you like, post-it notes. I remember I used to do that. Post-it notes, put it on your mirror or in a book that you open constantly on your laptop. Every day, looking at that post-it notes, stating what you want to manifest for yourself is something that will happen, I guarantee you that. And it's always about frequency. It's also your energy. If you're constantly there and then complaining about, oh, my life is this, my life is that, what? No. You are inviting negative energy.
Indeed, if you stay telling yourself negative things, you're going to invite negative energy to yourself. Schandorf, before we close down on the show, what are your last words?
My last words.
Yeah.
It's hard to give last words for something that is going to go on and on and on and on. But I want to thank the schools that have accepted us, that have accepted this campaign, embracing us, because, you know, the funny thing is we are not even completely done yet, and some schools have are inviting us again to come. And that is a very nice thing to know. It means the impact you want to create is there, which I'm grateful for. Grateful to our sponsors, because it's hard to go on the road, man. So very grateful to the sponsors. And my last words is that, I mean, I'm putting this out there. This campaign is dear to the heart of MX24, dear to the heart of every member of the team. And so, I mean, for the schools, give us a date, give us a time, we'll come. We'll come, even if you are in Tamale, even if you're on the border.
Yes.
We'll come.
Now you cry, we went.
We went.
We went.
It's not even far.
And Jenny, that Jenny is one for the books. But thank you so much, Shano, for coming in studio and having a conversation with us. And that was our time at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. This has been good, don't you think so? So guys, watch out for our next stop. You never know, it may be in a school near you or in your own school. For sponsorship or inquiries, you can reach us out on the number 059-229-2746. 059-229-2746. Special thank you to YFM, McPhillips Foods, IBM Petroleum, High School Click. We say thank you. It has been an amazing 30 minutes with you guys. My name is Yaa Bitha, and this has been the Cross It Out Show. I'll be leaving you with something special. Don't go.
For the ladies out there, we've had so much today. It's been such a resourceful day. We've learned so much about breast cancer. We had Nana who spoke to us about where we want to go, what do we want to do. We had a doctor who also spoke to us about breast cancer, and then Tracy who spoke to us about, you know, life basically, and how to handle tough stuff. Okay, so I'm going to say this and you say after me. Is that fine? I am empowered to make healthy choices for my body and mind. Let's go. I will support and uplift those around me who are affected by breast cancer. Okay, I am committed to learning more about breast health and spreading awareness. I will listen to my body and be proactive about my health and wellness. I embrace the strength and resilience of those fighting cancer and those who support them. Lastly, I will join the campaign to cross out the stigma of breast cancer.